Yo, what up, tubers? It's your boy Scotty Z coming at you with another not really EVT video, but had a good suggestion from a subscriber. You know who you are, appreciate you, to show the tools of the trade. So yeah, I'll show you a little bit about what I have, what I've collected over the years, and probably some tools I use specifically for fire apparatus. So let's get into it. Okay, so first off, I have my first toolbox I ever bought, the Snap-on Classic 78. I think back in the day I paid like $4 grand for it, and then I bought this toolbox probably 10 years ago, maybe 11 or 12. It's the Snap-on KRL. The hutch I bought separately. I added that on. I think the hutch was like $3,500. I think the toolbox was $6,000. So, and then I have the side lockers. This one I bought from Harbor Freight for $200, and then this side locker I bought from Napa for, I think it was $200 as well. And I've kind of upgraded it a little bit, put the shelf in here for my Milwaukee tools, power tools, battery chargers, different cases here, bearing drivers, big large crow's feet, pressurizer for coolant systems. Yes, I do use mostly all Milwaukee power tools. I've been really satisfied with them for the most part. I do have a handful of batteries that just do this. I have seen the videos on how to jump start them and get them going again, and I've tried it and it kind of works, but only kind of like half-assed. So there's that. Normal workstation here. My top drawer is full of all my sockets and extensions and stuff. So and I have all kinds of different brands, so I'm not just a Snap-on guy. And honestly, if I could go back and do it again, I would not buy Snap-on. It's way overpriced. You can get same quality out of an Icon box from Harbor Freight. I've seen another mechanic friend of mine has a brand called Extreme Tools that's online. He says it's the same quality as Snap-on, and I believe him. I mean, the only good thing about Snap-on is convenience. I would say it's easy to make a payment each week to the tool truck, but at the same time, I think Snap-on's best credit is like 9.9%. That's pretty ridiculous. So if you can, I would just go with like the Icon line or something competitive to that, or even like a Home Depot toolbox. You know, Milwaukee makes a cool toolbox, so don't spend the money on Snap-on. If you can afford to go ahead and pay cash for something, just do it. That being said, we'll go ahead and look in the top drawer. I got all my sockets. Like I said, I have all different brands. That's Blue Power, which is a cheaper version of Cornwell, kind of like the Blue Point of Snap-on. I do have Snap-on sockets. Impact 3/8. My 3/8 ones are Blue Power, the Cornwell brand, and my metric ones are Snap-on. Like this set here and this set here, I bought when I first started going. So when I first started wrenching. This brand, Blue Power, Snap-on. This is a Tecton. It's a 3/8 12-point set, shallows, standard and metric. I do have some Snap-on wobbles, Snap-on wobble extensions, Snap-on 1/2 inch. These are cool, these little adapters I got off of Amazon. They're like flat, low pro adapters. I have a little bit of 1/4 inch stuff, not a whole lot. My 1/4 inch, this set is Icon brand. 3/8, got my Icon gold ratchet. I do have a snap-on 1/2 inch. I just purchased this icon 1/2 inch. It's got a flex head. It's an 18 inch. That's a good ratchet right there. Icon brand. Oh, I haven't. I'll take a step back. I haven't battle tested this. I've only had this for like a year. So we'll see how it goes. But so far, I like the icon line. So that's my torque wrenches, 1/2 inch, 3/8. That being said, it does really have a lot of snap-on stuff, but I really don't have that much. Alright, I also have my roll cart, which is snap-on, which I instantly regretted buying. Don't do that. Get the competitive brands, way cheaper. That being said, I do have a set of tools for the cart, so I can just roll it to, because we work out of, me and my counterpart have like 4 or 5 different bays that we work out of, so it's easy to roll this to each bay. Icon, 1/2 inch, metric standard, deep impact, icon shallows. This is a snap-on set here. These are all icon right here, the metrics. Icon side cutters, long side cutters, needle nose, angled needle nose. This is a Doyle crimper. For some reason, these are like the best crimper styles. That dimple crimp. I always lose these. I've had a snap-on pair, a Cornwall pair. Now I have a Doyle pair, which is a Harbor Freight, or Harbor Freight sells it. Matcos. Got some Matco screwdrivers. Icon wobble extension set. Icon long extension set. This is a snap-on regular extension set. Gear wrench, flex head, locking, snap-on. These are a game changer. I just got these like maybe 2 years ago. I don't know why it took me so long, but those are Icon brand, metric, Icon, standard. Gear wrench, I got gear wrench. So like I said, this is just my roll around one. Multimeter, which is going to be in another toolbox. Big metric sockets. Long extensions for Allen. Extractor set. Another extractor set. They're bolt brakes. So the head breaks off and you still have some stem left to work with. U-joint puller that was gifted to me by my boss. There's a pump for on the go. You can get it into a battery, 12-volt battery. Do like coolant or whatever. Alright, then coming back to the big box. My wrench drawer, snap-on, blue point. I don't even know what this was. Jahalani. Blue point, snap-on, Craftsman, clutch. Clutch is an Owner tool brand. So I have the angled heads there. Crow's feet. Wrench line crow's feet. Oh, this is a good tool to have right here. So this is what you do with this. All right, so you take this tool. You take your wrench. Don't matter, whatever. We'll use an 1.25 inch. Put it on the end of your wrench like that, and then you can put a big old breaker bar on it. Just like that. Comes in really handy. Pretty cool. I've had several of my coworkers borrow it from me. Like, dude, just go buy it. It's like 20 bucks on Amazon. Probably cheaper than that. Working on down. Snap-on screwdrivers. Torques. Not really exciting. Nut drivers. Snap-on. Icon. Whatever this was from Amazon. Whatever this was from Amazon Crescent. So, all kinds of different stuff. There's a Cornwell stripper. Needle nose craftsman. This is like the miscellaneous drawer. Cutter for copper tubes. Saw blades. Squeegees. Two sides in there. Got your airline tools. Blower. Nitro Cat. This is a great impact. I love this thing. I used to have this. I used this, the Ingersoll ran for years. This one's quieter. It seems like it's stronger. Milwaukee tools, battery tools. I use this all the time. 3/8 battery ratchet. The rebuildable head. Stubby impact. 1/2 inch. Use this all the time. Also an air cat. These are some of the best drill bits I've had so far. These Bosch M42 Cobalts. They've been the best so far. I used to like cheap out with the Harbor Freight drill bits, and it's worth to get the quality drill bits, and pretty affordable price. I can't remember the price. I think it was $60 on Amazon. So there's that. If you guys see anything that you need me to stop or comment on or whatever, you know, just post it up in the comments. Fan tool, removal tool. This is part of another fan tool. Torque multiplier, sawzall, battery operated, air chuck, digital. And I have a metric tap and die set, standard tap and die set, more big giant sockets and stuff. This is a tool that I had kind of made to help me tap pump packings. So some pullers. Gotta have some pullers. And these drawers are just like mainly like miscellaneous papers and stuff. I could really utilize these drawers a little better. Documentation, truck part, apparatus, job code numbers, engine numbers. I've got like bolt cutters, pipe wrenches, chain wrench, cheer bars, lady fingers. That's just a miscellaneous crap drawer. Okay, and then moving on down to the classic 78. I have a jump box that I'm probably going to replace this year. Had it for quite a while. It doesn't charge up all the way anymore. And there's better technology out there. One of my coworkers got this. It's about this size. If you were to cut off the top part of here, it's about this size. It's way lighter. It's made by a company called Top Don, and it jump-started a fire truck that was not completely dead, but like there's no way you're gonna be able to do it. And he did it. It's crazy. All right. Moving on to the classic 78 top drawer is my electronics drawer. So Fluke multimeter, battery tester, power probe, master kit for Deutsch connectors. If you're working on fire trucks, I would definitely recommend getting a kit like this. I got this one on Amazon. I think I paid $120, but then again I got this before the great inflation happened. Thermometer, laser thermometer, more terminal tools. This is an old school leak detector. I don't really use it ever anymore. but you'd be able to like turn it on and like sniff out air leaks. It's pretty cool. This is kind of a cool tool that I actually picked up from Harbor Freight back in the day. So you can basically use the Power Probe kit, this kit, the same way you can use this, and I think Klein also makes a tool like this, but the idea is that you would find a wire that you want to trace, put this on, turn this on, and it's going to emit a tone down the wire, and then you can trace the wire through the frame rail with this. It gives you like a beeping like tone. So this actually has come in handy a few times. Okay, and then moving on down to the next drawer. This is where you start to get really unorganized. Random seals. That was from the cab block video. So I keep paintbrush kits for doing ladder greasing. Random scattered Allen wrenches. I've got Durotech thin wall wrenches. Or thin, yeah. For those, I don't use these a whole lot, but there's occasional times when you need a thin wrench. Going on down, more Durotech stuff. What do I have to say about this stuff? It's pretty good. I think I've broken the ratcheting mechanism in one of these. So, and then this kit didn't come with a 15, so I ended up having to buy one from Snap-on. This one wrench costed probably about the same amount this whole Durotech kit cost. And moving on down to the next drawer. This is random Cummins parts, seals, gaskets, bolts. A real random drawer of miscellaneous parts. Could clean up a lot. This is kind of like another electronic drawer, different connectors, fasteners, self-tappers. This is a must-have if you do a lot of soldering. The Milwaukee 12 volt soldering iron, engraver, more random stuff, solder. Down my miscellaneous random fire truck parts module. That one was from the switch video. Pulleys, switches, lights. So gotta have one of those drawers. Another fire truck screws, random screws that go inside the fire truck. Wire chaser. These are a must-have for doing. This is on the hill pump transmission video. This toolkit. Large pair of snap ring pliers. Yeah, that's about it with that drawer. What's in this drawer? A Ryobi transfer pump. This is a must-have if you have a puck and you have to do a coolant flush. You don't want to lug up 30 gallons of coolant or whatever it is. Coolant funnel, oil filter wrenches. This transfer pump will save you a lot of time. It's worth the investment. Just buy it. Hammer drawer, dead blow hammer, 3-pound hammer, Snap-on 3-pound hammer, ball peen hammer, brass hammer. Random miscellaneous drawer full of stickers and some of the Pierce literature for each apparatus. They'll give you on the new Pierce, they'll give you a thumb drive that will have all the information. Another CD drawer, so it'll give you information. That thumb drive, like all these books have, so it'll be like your chassis manual for it. It'll have your foam manual for it, chassis modules, and I/O sheets. I think it's including I/O sheets on the thumb drives. They better be. I can't remember. Anyways, you want to see a video on that? I don't know if I can. It might be classified. Who knows? I got my mini fridge. You gotta have your mini fridge with snacks, plenty of water. What else? I got my chair. that I made out of an old gaming chair. And this is my old rim from my Z that I smashed up, and I got an extended cylinder for it, so it raises up to the level I need to for my toolbox. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess the moral of the story, you don't have to buy Snap-on. There's other quality tools out there besides Snap-on. If you want Snap-on and you want to pay the money, then go for it. They are good quality. But there's other good quality out there. I mean, I guess that's gonna pretty much do it. You've seen most of my tools. You know what? I didn't show you guys the EVT tools that I use, but I'm gonna do that in another video. So stay tuned for that. If you see anything else or have any interest in anything I talked about in today's video, leave a comment, like and subscribe, and I will get back with you. Until next time, don't just follow the rules, lead the pack. Later.